Good, GG. Alright, how do I... Okay, I can't figure my phone out quite yet. Jesus. You're hauling butt, buddy. Hauling butt! Alright guys, long time no video. There's been a lot of changes going on. Since the last time I posted a video, it's been a really long time. Hold on, screen's dirty. Yeah, I think I made it worse. Much better. Yeah, so anyway, a lot of things have changed. We have bought a new house. We have moved about 3 hours from where we used to live in West Texas to East Texas. We bought 3 acres, a big nice brick home to do our own little homesteading thing. So relatively new. We bought it back in November, and I thought to myself, it'd be a good time to start making videos again. I don't really have a very kick butt camera or anything, but I think this one will work. So I don't have a greenhouse here this time. I haven't built one. Don't think I'm gonna. I kind of like building out in the open, or growing out in the open. I could do a greenhouse here, but something tells me it'd get too hot, probably just die. So I kind of show you what I have going on so far. So I started some plants indoors. Whole bunch of different things. These are mostly tomato and pepper, sweet pepper. And then I have some jalapeno over there as well. And then more tomato. I think there's some more. Either jalapeno or sweet. I mixed them up earlier. It rained like crazy and filled these little baskets full of water. So yeah, I had to yank them all out, dump it, put them all back in. I didn't notice it till I got halfway through this one. So these are actually still in order, but the other one, it's kind of anyone's guess. And the same thing down here. I believe there's a cucumber growing up in there. I had a hard time with a lot of stuff getting really leggy inside. What are you doing, dude? You're gonna be all up my butt, aren't you? That's what he does. If I've been down with my arm on my knee, he comes and sticks his head right through it. This is Captain. We have a new puppy too. I don't know if you remember my old dog from the other videos, but his mom, Pearl, got hit by a vehicle, and he was a pup. It looked like it hit his leg. Maybe he was with her. And so his leg healed, and he's fine. Aren't you, Captain? Aren't you, Captain? Softest dog I've ever felt in my life, man, I tell you. He's a good boy. Except for the occasional going after people. Anyway, we moved out here. It's beautiful, guys. I'll give you a panorama. I'm working on a fence over there, off in the distance. It takes a while. Big, beautiful property back here. I got 3 acres, so it goes way back there, a little bit into those trees that are back there, and that's about it. But way more than what I had in my other house, and it was tiny. My other house had about as much property as what my garden is in right there. So yeah, we're kind of been doing a couple different things. I got some plants that need to go on the ground, some pears, juniper, some grapes, blueberry. So I have purchased this place. The only bad thing about it, which isn't too bad, but there's a highway right here. It's like 70 miles an hour. And it kind of sucks, but other than that, it's all good. So I got my wife some blueberries planted over here. I need to add that other tree. The storm hit and knocked the top of that one down, and it landed all the way over here on the end and took out her last blueberry there. But we got blueberries growing. They look beautiful. Now, this camera's not bad for a phone. This one doesn't have a whole lot on it, which is kind of weird. It seemed like it had more, but it's got a couple. I think maybe these are the gigantic ones, so that's why it is the way it is. Anyway, yeah, that's her other one. it got smashed and it ripped off half of the plant. So I mean, it's just tiny in comparison. I don't know if you can catch it on the video, but there's the other three, and then there's that one. There's Mama. Putting you on YouTube. Anyway, we've been working away since we got here. So we put in some roses. We put in this entire garden bed here with the railroad ties. We did the gutters. Put in some lights. All the plants. All kinds of stuff, man. We've been staying busy, but this is the front yard. It's huge. We did all those trees. We put in pines and junipers all the way down. And then you get down here, and we took some pallets, went and bought some treated pallets, and we built like a composting box, kind of off in the shade, where we can slowly make our own compost. It consists of 3 little sections there. You can flip that curtain up and get to it all. We planted fruit trees, which we had to wrap during this last frost. I thought it was gonna get them, but not too bad. I think it's safe to say our fruit will be okay, and the tree itself will be all right. Now there was some little dinky ones on here, but I don't know where they went. This one just hasn't put off as many leaves yet, but it has put off, oh, come on, focus, some peaches. Got some peaches. And we got this Angela peach over here, and they are growing slowly but surely. Now, I don't know if there's anything wrong with these. They're kind of busted and there's goo coming out of it. Come on, focus, damn it. See if I can get it to focus. Nope. There we go. Now, can y'all see that? Can you see the goo coming out of them? Maybe too much water. Now it's got some black shit coming out of it. Weird, huh? Very, very weird. Anyway, I think maybe it was just too much water, too much rain at once. So yeah, every single one of them is cracked and has some crap popping out of it. That one's not. That one's good. And then we have Granny Smith apple over here. Haven't seen any swelling on the buds yet, so I got these from fastgrowingtrees.com. Which are really expensive, and I'm not sure how worth it they really are, because I mean, I don't see any swollen bulbs on that at all. They all just look like they're gonna rot and fall off. But anyway, so we got a Granny Smith, and then we have, which one was this? This is a Gala apple. Yeah, Gala apple. Don't really have any buds on it. Look, we got both of these from fastgrowingtrees.com. So maybe no apples this year, but hey, you never know. Maybe next year. I don't know if y'all can hear that traffic going by. That's the shit I'm dealing with. Oh, and one last thing. I have some little fig plant growing there, and then I have 2 more that I planted off in the distance over there. You can't see them. Anyway, this is the house from the back. I have to give you a good view of the front later. This tree is just something else. Anyway, there's the woman working her butt off, trying to pull weeds. So we built this little enclosure here to grow our crops outside. We still got the plastic down from when we had to cover it up to prevent the frost, but it kind of helps serve as a weed barrier too. If I wanted to, I'll give you guys a look-see. Open. Sorry about the shakiness, guys, if there is any. I'm trying to walk and talk. All right. So we got, what pepper was this? Sweet?
Sweet pepper.
Okay, we got sweet pepper going through here. What we do is we'll put the plant in and then we'll cover it with a cup. You can see down in there, stupid focus. We'll cover it with the cup. I think that's it right there. In order to keep the birds from yanking it up, because I don't know why, but I just yank them up. I won't eat it, they just yank it up and leave it sitting there. So we did that there. We got sweet peppers, we got some tomatoes down here. We cheated. We bought these at the store. But I got 4 on this side and about 5 on the other. I think it'll be okay though. That's my wife's butt. Just kidding, baby. She squats. She squats. A freaking hole there. Kind of creepy, you know, like with the snakes and stuff like that. Damn it, my battery's dying. But anyway, more tomato. And then I have some more stuff down here. I think this is bell peppers on the end. I think they're coming up inside the cup. That along with a bunch of weeds in there. Grass. God, if I could grow grass and weeds and eat it, it'd be pretty easy to do. Got some Swiss chard here. And from the looks of it, yeah, we got some growing in there. They're looking good. Anyway, this keeps them birds off of it. I should probably, it rained today, so everything is super wet. Ooh, shit. What I like to do is I like to do this. I like to just dump it. Boop, 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 boop. Makes all that water disappear so that way it collects some sunlight. Anyway, and over here we got jalapenos growing. Not sure what the status of those are because I don't see a damn one in any of them. I don't know, maybe they didn't take. But it is what it is. And then in between the jalapenos, ooh, I can see all those maters. We got tomatoes growing up there. Oh, one right there maybe. There. No, there, and there. We got those growing all up in here too. So I wanted to kind of do an experiment, how well things grew indoors versus outdoors. And then obviously you can buy them in the store, but it's just kind of cheating, man. There's no telling what they put in these things anyway. No telling. We have the sweet long bell peppers here. We like bell peppers, or peppers and tomatoes. Sweet, all these maters are coming up. I may have too many tomatoes in this garden, y'all, because there's like 3 seeds per little indention there. Like there'll be an indention, and then an indention, and it's not very far off. An indention. And then we have okra, which are doing great. There it is right there. Okras, more okras. Okra. Anyway, the whole thing's doing pretty good as far as the okra growing up. I can see it all the way to the back. That is awesome. I was really worried about these, especially with the birds, because they'll come out and they'll just yank it clean out of the dirt. There's so many birds here in East Texas. That little stake right there simply means that there's one type of okra that way and another type back off this way. And then we have a couple different things. I know it's kind of late in the year to be growing spinach. I know it's more of a cooler crop, but it's kind of cool outside still, so I think we can get away with it. We grew spinach through here, which I haven't seen shit pop up yet. Maybe it's just tiny. I don't know. I don't really see it. And then we have cilantro through here. And I'm not sure what is cilantro and what isn't. It looks like that's it right there. You can kind of see that seed open up partially in the ground or above the ground. I got the same thing going on over here. It's supposed to be in the ground, not above it. I don't know how that happened, but we're just gonna boop. Oh wait, that was it right there. We're just pushing it off. Anyway, so you get stuff like, okay, let me come in real close. So you get stuff like this, and like this over here, these. None of this shit is my seedlings. None of it. Not these or these either. They're these. See how easy it would be to mistake it and think you have it growing when you really don't? That's really tough to tell. Because I just came through here, I drug my finger down the middle, and then I just dropped seeds everywhere. But you can kind of tell the coloring difference on these. Of what's what. Anyway, moving on. And then we have, what is this? Beets. I got beets, y'all. Look at that. Bam. I need to thin them out. But these beets that grow, they kind of look like the weeds that grow here too. Grass. So that can be kind of tricky. What the hell is that? I don't know. I ain't touching it. So yeah, beets are coming up, doing good. And then we have radishes. And the radishes, you can see that whole little line right down the middle, are doing great. Minus some chewing by something. And maybe some birds yanking them out. Hopefully the insects don't just destroy everything I got in here, or the birds. Y'all forgive me for the vehicles. And then I think it was radishes, and what was the other one? Turnips. That's it. Yep, turnips too. My wife did a good job about making little pockets here for where they're at, so I can actually tell where they're planted. I got lazy and just kind of throw them in. You get tired of working on it sometimes. Oh my god, this is soaking wet over here. I hope it doesn't rot anything. What were these?
Where?
Right here. The stakes down there, it was a whole row.
Okra?
No, okra is the third row. Or fourth row. I want to say these were cucumber. Yeah, these were cucumber. And you can see some here and there, but when you start to make your way down here to this soppy wet area, nothing's come up. Which is kind of an issue because they should have come up. The fact that they didn't might mean that it was too wet, or the birds have gotten a hold of them again. Oh, there's one right there. I think we planted these about 4 feet apart. That one's gone. I don't see it. Put these little toothpicks in there so I know where they're at. That one's not there either. I kind of spaced that one a little too damn far apart, but whatever. Nothing there either. It looks like little holes though, so the birds may have yanked them out. It's part of what I was talking about. I don't know if y'all can see all that water. I mean, it's just a lot of water in here. So I have some growing up there for a reason. Whatever the birds destroy out here, I'm gonna try to replace. And I got 2 of these growing in one. So when they get a little bit bigger, I'll come in here and I'll yank one of them up and go put it in wherever I'm missing one. I really want a uniform garden. It's one of the things that drives me nuts about gardening, is when things aren't uniform. It really, really, really does bother me. I just want it to grow straight and evenly. Now these are the squash, and they are huge. Holy cow, they just did this in the last day or two. That is just beautiful. There's another set right there. I don't know if you can see, but there's my finger. There's the head just coming out of the ground already. I mean, like, that's the base of it. So I might have planted those too deep. The rain hit these and threw dirt all over them. So we'll see if that's an issue or not. But I mean, those are big for just coming up as seedlings. If my phone dies, guys, I'm sorry. My battery's running low. I say guys like I have a shitload of followers or something. I literally have none. Somebody might stroll across this video, and that's about the most followers I'll probably have. Just random ass people. I planted some, what's that called again? The fly, or to keep the mosquitoes away? Citronella, there we go. Citronella. And then we have a whole row of beans back here, and they are doing good. We got beans growing all over, all the way down the aisle, which is really good. I'm putting off some nice leaves. This camera don't do it justice, but I'm thinking my beans are going to be good. Thinking my beans are going to fill in pretty well. And the fence here, it's a dual purpose. They're going to grow up this fence. That's kind of our plan. Well, we had a bean not start over here. You see the toothpick and no bean. So I need to put another bean in the ground. Oh wait, there was 2 toothpicks there. Neither one of them had bean. Cool, so good to know. I got these, I think, about a foot apart. We're gonna have them trellis as much as we can. What the hell is that? Ow. I'm gonna have them trellis up this fence line here. We threw the fence in pretty quick. Pretty quick and easy. Oh yeah, we got lots of beans. Your side did better than mine, hon. You're a better bean planter. It's in your blood. Get it? She's saying that because she's Mexican. That's funny. Gotta love a person who can laugh at themselves and pick on themselves. Life is too short to be too serious. Not sure what's going on with that, but it's got mud all over it. Maybe it'll open up nice and cleanly. Anyway, that's my garden, guys. And this is a new beginning for us out here. Getting out of West Texas. Doing it big. To me, this little stuff is bigger than anything anyone else could try to call big. Like, I know that there's people out there that got fancy cars, big old mansions, and tons of property. But man, I can't tell you enough how much I love this woman and those 3 kids in there, what God's given us. I think that's what we're called to do, is love what He's given you. And I think He gives you more, you know. We were at that last house for 8-9 years. And we absolutely couldn't stand it. And then hindsight, looking back, you remember and think to yourself, you know, had I chose to be happier with what I had, you know, maybe God would have blessed me a little bit sooner with more. And he has blessed us a lot with this. You have to thank him for it every day, especially with the COVID thing going around right now. You really got to thank him for it. I hear about these stories of people that are losing their lives left and right, and I'm just like, man, I can't imagine what it would be like to lose your wife, or you die yourself when you got, you know, kids that depend on you and animals that depend on you, and you know, just someone that has to pay the mortgage and stuff like that, and pay for the vehicles and everything else. And yes, we trust in God. We know that he'll figure out a way no matter what happens to any of us, but because none of this stuff is permanent either. As thankful as I am for all this stuff, if God has a different plan, I get that. I'm sorry, I don't mean to rant on about God or nothing like that. It's a big part of my life. And so I gotta put that out there. The Lord definitely has blessed us with what we have. And here is our makeshift bridge, and our dog being as curious as ever. And he eats everything. It's weird. So we have this creek that runs through our property. And it's pretty nice. We have fish in here. You can't see it because we just got all this rain, so, and it smells like cow poop, so I'm pretty sure that the cows up the stream of me have pooped all in this water. But not a big deal. I mean, it's nutrition. And there's the other side. I have trees growing up everywhere. It's a little dark. Maybe if the sun was shining, you'd be able to see the little minnows swimming in it, but I don't really plan on ever eating them or anything, so I don't care if they're in there really or not. But it is neat to see. So I got all this property back here, man. And it just goes. It's crazy because you think to yourself, well, if I had an acre, I'll be fine. And then you get an acre and you're like, oh, that's not enough. And then, like me, I'm like, I got 3 acres. I'm like, oh, that'll be fine. And then I'm like, oh, I want more. And it's crazy how we are as humans, how we just keep wanting more. More and more and more. But I don't want to be like that. So I'm going to choose to be thankful. And actually be thankful. This is a stream. It goes around right there, comes back. Goes back around this way, goes around back that way. It keeps going down. And then it cuts and goes through the whole property back there. We tried to build another bridge on the other side. And yeah, it got washed out. So I need to figure out how to build a bridge that's better than this one. I've already found 2 snakes underneath there. And it's just creepy to think about because I know that there's probably more underneath there somewhere all coiled up. Waiting for me to step over that edge so they can get me. We have some blackberries too planted over here, which the crazy part is, man, I mowed all this crap down and then I got to looking around and I was like, oh my God, this whole area is literally covered in blackberries. I mean, like wild blackberries growing up from the ground every freaking where I look. All right, look at it. You see that leaf? That leaf look familiar, right? Okay, now same thing here. Same kind of leaf, right? Well, it looks pretty much the same. Okay, that one looks a little bit different. But anyway, you get my point. And then you look over here at these blackberries that I planted. Come on, focus. I want you to look at that. They look just like it. Here's one on the ground right beside it. That's not a one that I bought. This is just what's growing back here. I'm pretty sure, full of thorns. I'm pretty sure these are blackberries. Because I know these are because I planted them. Got like honeysuckle growing everywhere. And then I was trying to see if I can find some. Here we go. Here's some of the wild blackberries growing. Trying to get snake bit. Looky there. and that'll turn into a blackberry. But these wild blackberries are growing all through these woods back here. I can't wait, because I am going to preserve the shit out of anything I can. Everything going on in the world. I want to make sure I have the means of saving this stuff for later eating. But see, I'm pretty sure these are blackberry as well. The leaf looks exactly the same. Put off thorns, but I mowed this down and just nothing but stalk is growing back. So I'm like, is this a blackberry that just hasn't put off the flowers yet, or what the hell is it? So some of this stuff, I'm gonna let it kind of grow up, just so that way I can see. Pretty sure that's what it is though. Anyway, yeah, we mowed all this up. It was just overgrown, kind of like that back there. I mean, it was just nothing but thick stuff, kind of like that. And we cleaned it out with a mower, and all this is grown back in. It looked like that right there. It was all bare, and now it's all grown back in. So my plan is try to see if I can keep this crap down, keep it from growing. And hey, Captain, are you good boy? Are you good boy? Your ears flipped. Your ears flipped. Come here. Come on, I'll fix your ear. I'll fix your ear. Come here. There you go. There you go, buddy. You're welcome. He just does circles around me. Another circle. Weirdo. Anyway, so right now we have the dog in here in our cage. I don't know if I ever showed that dog house in my last video, but I just make them out of cedar posts. I made that one up there too. Or cedar pickets rather. And then we're making our fence out of cedar posts. Now this is a workout. So we have kind of clayish sandy soil here, and if you put cedar in concrete, it'll just rot it out way faster. So I'm taking a chainsaw. Oh, and real quick, this is my cedar tree growing area. I don't know if you can see them growing in there, but I got little cedars growing in the ground through here. See if I can grow them up, replant them elsewhere. I love cedars. Fortunately, they don't love me back, but anyway. So what I do is I just chainsaw the ends of them off. I auger the ground about 2.5 foot. I drop these 8-foot bastards in there. And I chainsaw through them, make notches for it. And then I just shave off the ends and stab them in there. Just like so. I think I did that one with an axe. Looks a lot different. Anyway, my plan is to keep doing this. Keep doing this, which it is a pain in the butt because you have to put that in there, slam it into the ground as much as you can, and you have to tamp all the way around it as you slowly put clay back in there. I don't know if you ever try to tamp clay, but God, there's got to be an easier way. So my plan is to keep taking this fence all the way down there to the front of the house, all the way around the front of the house, back down the side of the property, and then eventually across to this back side back to it. Now, I know it's possible, but man, talk about a workout. You see how far my wife is from me? Way down there. But I want to get it all fenced off, make it look real pretty. And also to keep these guys in, keep them safe so he doesn't get ran over like his mama did. I was sad because I'm pretty sure she got hit at a low speed. She just ran underneath there. If anybody's wondering, this is East Texas Tree and Walker Hound and half lab. Quit eating stuff. Always eating stuff. Always shitting. So anyway, our plan is to have our wedding out here. We've been married for like 14 years. Next year will be 15 years. We couldn't get married this year because of the COVID thing. It kind of dampened our plans. So our plan is to build out there in that open spot where it's flat, because the rest of this is all hilly. A big overseeing deck where you can walk up on and you just look out over everything. It'd be really pretty. Maybe about 3 foot high. Deck / dance floor. And then we'll have our wedding out here in Boogie Woogie. But for right now, we're just staying safe, staying locked up like everybody else. So hope you enjoyed the video, guys. I'll be making more. I gotta wish I had been making videos while I was doing all of this stuff. I kind of just did a lot of it, and then I thought afterwards, man, I should have made a video, show people. Maybe they would want to, I don't know, maybe learn how to create a garden fence, you know? How big it was, how many rolls I used, how many tees I used, or how I created this gate right here. The cedar posts that I used, how I dug and put those in, you know, just little stuff like that. So I'm going to try my best to commit to making more videos for everyone on the things I do and how I do it. And keeping you updated with what's going on with the garden and the grow season. Anyway, thanks guys for anybody who's checking this out. Y'all stay safe. Bye. Oh, and God bless.